EconLit is the American Economic Association's comprehensive resource to economic literature. Today, I'm going to help guide you through this resource with an example search so you may better find content you need. In EconLit, as with many other databases, if possible, it is always best to try and find an advanced search option. For EconLit, this option is directly below the search bar. This is helpful as the advanced options can allow you to combine relevant terms and use limiters such as linked full text, the date, or type of publication. To start our search, we need to think of the process as a target. Now this means we need to start very broad in the outer layer with broad terms and hone in on exactly what we want. For this example, we can be interested in wages of workers in the medical field, specifically nurses. So to start, let's use the broad terms wage and medical. Here we can see that EconLit has a good amount of articles on the subject. To better help you find out what you need, EconLit underneath the title actually shows you the subjects assigned to each title, so you may skim and find something you're interested in. Now that we know there is a large amount of literature on the topic, we can move to the next layer of our target and start honing in on what we need. One way to do this is to be more specific with our search terms. Instead of the broad term medical, we can replace it with nurse. This leads to a much smaller population of resources. And as we browse through these top 10 results, we can see that these results more closely align with our main interests of wages in the medical field. Now that we have more appropriate content, we can trim the fat off. This time, we will explore other options to hone in on what we want. First, we will use publication date. 2005 should be modern enough. We see now that it is limited to 112. Next, we can use another limiter, subject. And say that we are interested in time allocation and labor supply. What this does is it will limit our results only to those that are linked to it in this way. Now that we have gotten to a manageable amount of articles and can see that these are relevant to our topic, we simply find one that we like. Here's one. Now we want this for our paper, but to use it we will have to cite it. Luckily, EconLit makes this easy. We simply go over to the Tools section on the far right and find the Cite button. After you do this, you scroll down the citation format box, and both APA, which is the business school standard at UAB, and Chicago format are there. While this makes it easier, it must be noted that this citation may not be perfect. As stated above, this citation should be checked before being copied and pasted into a reference section. Look through the manual, make sure that it is correct. And now that we've done that, we simply need to email it to ourselves. This couldn't be easier either. Simply go to the Tools section we talked about earlier, click on Email, type in your information, make sure the citation format is correct, whether it be APA or Chicago, and now you have a citation and an article sent into your inbox. Well, I hope this was helpful, and happy researching. Remember, if you have any problems, ask a librarian.